you can get tested without getting out of the hotel, and that make it very easy and gave everyone the certainty that that could be very convenient. The airport has also a facility, so all that has been working in our favor.
Welcome to the Nick Fong Podcast. As the broker and owner of Ronival Real Estate, Nick has spent nearly 20 years in Baja, California, sir. And in this podcast, he'll be talking everything Baja, from food and culture to real estate and property management. And now, here's your host, Nick Fong.
All right, welcome back to the podcast. Today I have a special guest, Rodrigo Esponda. Welcome.
Hello, how are you?
We were just talking, the last time we were together, it was back earlier, 2021, when there was an announcement by the U.S. government. What was that?
Was the CDC requirement of testing to get back to the country.
And so for all Americans going back to the U.S., you had to get a test 72 hours or less before entering back into the U.S. Tell all of us, how has that been going? How has tourists been?
Well, it's been very successful. Really, it was a home run. What we implemented in the hotels as a destination, that every property, it doesn't matter the type, the size, or the location, would offer that on a location you can get tested without getting out of the hotel, and that make it very easy and gave everyone the certainty that that could be very convenient. The airport has also a facility, so all that has been working in our favor because that is not offered in any other destination. In some other destinations, a few properties, but not all of them, that we can extend that certainty to the traveler.
And how has tourism been this year, 2021, for Los Cabos?
Well, it's remarkable because we have had the most successful summer ever. So we had, since May, we've been growing 10% in May, 20% in June, 25% in July, and August 20% versus 2019, that it was the record year.
Right.
So on an aggregated basis, we are just below 12% on total travelers to the destination, January, August versus January, August of 2019. So this, if you go around, you would not see the same story happening in any other destination.
So when you're head of tourism for Los Cabos, top destination in Mexico, tell me a little bit about, and our viewers, the other areas that people are going within Mexico. I'm assuming they also have a director of tourism for Cancun, Tulum. What are they saying?
Well, I guess everyone has a different reality. We have many factors that have been playing in our favor. The private sector, that is very committed, that we have a loyal base of travelers, that we are isolated. That has also been helping us because the only way to come to the destination is by air. So it's easier to implement and to make sure that things are being complied. But we have a public-private model that we discussed last time that has been definitely working very, very well. Everyone has the same vision of what we want to achieve as a destination. So if we keep doing this homework, we're going to have a very nice setting for next year.
What are the trends? Aside from 10 to 20% year-over-year growth pre-pandemic, what other kind of tourist trends have you been seeing here in Los Cabos?
Well, I mentioned 5 that have been very important. One is sustainability. The travelers are now looking to be much more concerned about the environment. Second one, that is connected, they are many interested in the community involvement. So they are asking, how is the community, if the community has gotten back their jobs, if they are vaccinated, what are the conditions, and so on. Third one is that is super strong is the wellness, the well-being. Yep. Everyone is looking to be purified, regenerated, and they want to connect that with travel. So they are traveling and they are looking to get in better shape, better food, spirit, mind, yoga, and all that. That would be third one. The fourth one is inclusivity. So everyone wants to be that you are considering in the destination to be very balanced in your focus. LGBTQ plus is super strong. Accessibility in the facilities of the properties. That the facility in itself is much more sustainable in the lighting, the air, and so everyone wants to have a much balanced and open type of setting. And finally, one that is been transforming us is luxury. Luxury continues to be the forefront of the travel industry. The luxury travelers are setting trends, are demanding, and are evolving. And we need to pay attention to that because it's not the same requirements that the luxury traveler had pre-pandemic. Now they are more sophisticated. They have come 2 or 3 times, so they want something different, unique, and they want to find it in the place that they've been coming. So we need to pay attention to that because, as you know, all the destinations have a cycle, and if you do not innovate and do not improve the product, then you start to decline. Right. And in order to Los Cabos to be the destination that we have been, we need to keep innovating and keep fulfilling the needs of this luxury traveler.
What are the things that are currently in place, and what can you tell us about those innovating ideas? Because that applies definitely to our business. We're always innovating, coming up with new things, how to sell real estate, how to rent properties, how to make it attractive to our customer. What's Cabo doing in regards to that?
Well, we have been transforming the ecosystem, the digital ecosystem of what it is Los Cabos. Right. Now, for example, every single business that is on the Visit Los Cabos website, they have their own password and they modify and upload their information. Every property, every restaurant, every activity, every tour. The team does not do that. The businesses themselves, they upload that. They put offers, promotions. If they now have a new set of experiences that they want to offer, they put it there. We have a section where you upload specific promotions, and then the call to action is the businesses directly. Yep. So we're delivering business, generating business directly to the everyone in the destination, to all our stakeholders. And we need to keep innovating. We're just about to launch a new app of the destination that is going to be exactly the same thing that you have on the website. You would have it in the app. All the restaurants now are connected to OpenTable. So you are looking for information to come to the destination in your computer, then you are in the destination, you already saw the restaurant that you want to go, and then you reserve in the destination to go to that restaurant right there, or you want to get in touch with an activity provider or a concierge, everything is going to be on your app. So we are innovating in a lot of digital and technological things that we need to do in order to provide that information to the traveler. So we're doing that, and we hope to be generating more, for example, travel guides. Now we have 7 travel guides that are responding to the trends that we are mentioning. They are digital. You download it with a QR code, that now everything is a QR code. We're going to be implementing a golf passport that to do promotions. So people come, or owners of the properties come, they play a round of golf, and they would be putting their information on the courses that they've been playing. And the one that plays all the golf courses is going to get a special trip or discount and so on. So we need to be very engaged with the travelers that are coming to the destination.
Hey, thanks for being a part of the Nick Fong Podcast. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast to get the latest updates. And if you're watching this on our social channels, please like and share. And if you want to be featured, or you want me to talk on a certain topic, food, activities, culture, real estate in the Baja, drop a comment. Those are some great programs. And so I was just thinking, one, if I'm a tourist here or want to be a tourist here, how would I get the app? How would I get to the website to get this information?
Visit loscabos.travel and everything is going to be there. We updated, we have information specifically, for example, now the Canadians are just starting to come.
Right.
So we have a section specifically for the Canadians with all the requirements, all the information that they can get, the links. So everything is in the Visit Los Cabos.
Okay. And then if I'm a vendor, if I'm here locally, a business, activities, restaurants, and to be featured, do they reach out to you or do you reach out to them?
No, we have been reaching out to them, and we already are in touch with 100 and so restaurants, with many activities. All the hotels are already there, and we are expanding to include more businesses little by little.
So it's September 2021. I was told not to mention the date, but I'm going to mention the date. So September 2021, a day before Independence Day, right? Yeah. It's Mexican Independence Day, and I'm hitting the table and causing sound for our sound guy. He's having a problem. But this is our low season. But it's not really a low season, is it?
No. We are up 20% versus September of 2019.
So what would that equate to? What month in 2019 would you say that would be equivalent to?
Probably April.
So heavy middle of spring 2019, that's our September.
Yep, the occupancy, the properties are 50 up. And that's some properties are even more. They are 70% throughout the month. So that is very rare. The properties, some of the hotels have been telling me that they usually in September, they use it to do some maintenance or renovations because they have less people coming and that they cannot do it this September.
Wow. And, a friend of mine contacted me over the weekend and he wants to come Thanksgiving weekend, which is very popular. He couldn't find a hotel. And he was asking for recommendations, and I'm like, try this one, sold out. Try this one, sold out. And so what do you see in terms of our traditional high season this coming year?
Well, we will have if we keep the things the way that they are here, we will have a very successful fall and winter season with the average daily rate higher and the traveler very satisfied. We track how satisfied are the travelers when they leave the destination in the different services. And for us, that is very important. And we have more than 95% satisfaction.
Wow. How do you poll and survey all those?
Well, we use a net promoter score. That is a technique that you ask 1 to 5 to people to qualify how the experience were. And for example, 65% of the international travelers qualify as a 5. So very, very satisfied in the overall experience of the destination.
Wow.
So and with that, we make sure that if some services need to be improved, they are improved.
Yeah. Do you know, in terms of flights that are coming in, an increased number of flights to meet that demand, hotels, new hotels? Tell us about that.
We have 40% more air seats in the next 6 months from the United States coming to Los Cabos than 2019. So it's in an aggregated basis, we're going to close 2021 with more than 7.5 million air seats from the United States to Los Cabos. Of course, the dynamics in terms of the air aviation worldwide is different. Now there is much more availability of equipment, and they are seeing that the demand is in the destination like Los Cabos. So then we have more origins in the United States, 26 cities with direct non-stop flight. In 2019, we had 19. So
really?
we've been growing in origins to the destination, more frequencies. And in that exit survey that we conduct, even though that we have more air seats, people, they believe that they would like to have more availability to travel to Los Cabos. So the demand is there.
Baja Sur, the state we're in, it's always Cabo, Los Cabos. I've seen in my business the growth and demand and the desire to kind of go outside of Los Cabos. Are you aware of these kind of travel patterns, the hotels outside of Los Cabos, talking La Paz, East Cape, Todos Santos? Any comments on that?
Yeah, but there are, the tourists don't really know where is the end of Los Cabos. They see the region as Los Cabos and they don't know. And we, in the promotion that we do in the marketing, we do not put boundaries. We don't say, Todos Santos is not part of Los Cabos. The projects that are coming are super nice, super interesting projects. In the corridor, there are a couple. Towards the Pacific, there are also a few of them. All the way up to Todos Santos, there are a couple of very nice projects that will be coming up in the next years. I don't know if you want me to mention the brands.
Yes, absolutely.
The first one that is going to open is Villa Valencia. Then we have San Regis, that is on the corridor. The second, Four Seasons. The Amman, that is all the way up towards the La Riviera and the East Cape region. On the Pescadero region, Hyatt, for example, they are going to be having a new hotel in that area around Pescadero. That is even a new brand that they are launching. They announced it. And there are a lot of interesting projects coming in Cabo del Sol. That is one project with Soho House, Park Hyatt, and another small development there. One home that is opening in Cabo San Lucas area already.
Yes.
And there are other projects that haven't been announced, but that they're going to be happening in both sides, towards the Pacific and towards the East Cape region, all the way up. The conditions that the destination and that the region have are playing in favor. The connectivity to the United States, easy access, safety. It's an area that has been super safe, that everyone has been working towards doing that, and that you can offer a lot of different experiences. If you stay in the Pacific, and then the next time that you come, you stay on the East Cape, you would think that you stay in a different place, that it could have been the same area.
Right.
We have natural experiences such as the Sierra de la Laguna. That is incredible that you can combine the ocean, the desert, and the mountain in one way. So people are coming, having fun, enjoying the place, the nice vibe, the weather, food, people. So you have it all.
So aside from the tourist type stuff, you did mention in the beginning, people want to get more involved and in touch with the community and see how they can make a difference. What are some of the things that you're involved with, or that you know of, that people that are watching and listening that would want to make a difference in the community?
Well, when the COVID-19 hit the destination, the more than 90 NGOs got together into Alianza Comunitaria, the Community Alliance. That is a unique association. It's just that the different NGOs that were connected with hotels or foundations, the airport, and many other organizations in the destination all got together in order to provide support to the community. Now that alliance continue, and people, when they come, that's what they look to get connected to the different organizations that are helping kids, that are helping the community in many ways. We have so many needs, and we need to remember that, as we are mentioning, the destination is growing, and that is generating people to move from other parts, from Mexico to Los Cabos. And by moving, they first could be temporarily, and then they get established, they bring their family, and there are so many needs in terms of schools, roads, water, electricity. And in the last 10 years, the municipality of Los Cabos is the fastest growing area in the country in percentage.
Really?
Yes, it's the fastest growing. And that trend, because of all what is happening, will continue. If you see the formal employment, and you compare it, what happened in December of 2019, the total employment, and then you measure it once COVID-19 hit, let's say in April, we were the second state with the number of jobs being lost, just after Quintana Roo. Yeah. And since that point up to now, the formal employment is been moving from the, let's say, the negative side, and we are just about to get positive, in the sense that there would be more jobs created now than what they were in December of 2019. And if you review the other areas around Mexico, there has not been that change so dramatically and so fast. So that means that here they have the conditions you listen in the radio. There are jobs being open, businesses requiring people to please go and be there. So that is creating such a demand of services that would be the biggest challenge. But that's where all these NGOs provide a way to balance socially the situation.
Well, this has been great information, Rodrigo. I appreciate you coming in a day before Independence Day and sharing an update on what's going on in the Los Cabos tourist sector. And if you don't mind, I'd love to have you back on in a few months and see how high season really is going.
Perfect. Yeah, definitely. Looking forward.
All right. Fantastic. All right, guys. Until the next one, bye for now.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Nick Fong Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast and the YouTube channel at youtube.com/Ronival Real Estate and follow Nick on Instagram at NickFong_Ronival. Ready to find your Baja dream home? Check out the latest property listings at Ronival.com or findmexicohouses.com. Hasta luego.